Man. Thank you guys, I'm so excited to be here. When I was younger, I grew up in a theme park. Yeah. The theme of the park was trailer. It's pretty awesome. It's cool growing up in a trailer park because you get to pretend like you're a movie star. You know, you can be like, if you need me, I'll be in my trailer. Just smoking meth and eating my cat. This is how I smoke meth. I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and she was like, I spent $70 to fill my tank. And I was like, whoa! 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 You drive a tank? That's such a good deal! Do you guys think that when a frog sees its babies for the first time, it's like, oh no! Did I get drunk and sleep with a fish? Like, where are your arms and legs, little buddy? Oh, my mom's gonna be pissed. I went to the bathroom today. Yeah, every day. I went into the bathroom and I looked in the toilet and there was a wooden shoe in the toilet. And I was like, oh no! My toilet's clogged! So, I'm thinking about opening up an Italian restaurant in a shady neighborhood and calling it Spaghetto. I told my friend and he was like, or you could call it Olive Garden. Oh man. Do you guys think a Jehovah's Witness has ever been able to finish a knock-knock joke? You know? Like, knock knock, who's there? Jehovah, go away! Aren't you glad I didn't say pamphlet? Oh man, I have a lot of nerdy friends, right? And nerds can be awesome. Sometimes nerds can be super annoying. You know, the other day I had a nerdy friend and he was like, hey, what's your favorite element? I was like, I don't know. He's like, come on, what's your favorite element? I was like, I don't know. Come on, what's your favorite element? So I punched him in the face. I was like, the element of surprise! So, I go to the doctor a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I don't mind though, but I always hate when the doctor finds out I'm a comedian. You know, the doctor's like, oh, you're a comedian? I'm like, yeah. Well, laughter's the best medicine. I'm like, yeah? Well, crying's the affordable generic brand. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I do go to the doctor a lot. I have a heart condition called Marfan syndrome. And I'll just share some of the symptoms to spread awareness and save lives. Maybe you have a heart condition. Yay! So one of the symptoms of my heart condition is actually really bad eyesight. I have really bad vision. I'll tell you how bad. It's so bad that when I got my glasses prescription, the doctor was like, holy shit. And that scared me. And I was like, okay, so what's going on here? And like, she's like, well, you have really bad eyesight. I was like, okay, well, how bad is it? She's like, well, like a normal bad is like, most people you see they're like a -2, -3, that's like normal. Like really bad is like a -7, -8, like that's pretty bad. She's like, your right eye is a -17. I was like, oh crap, that's pretty bad. But I was like, okay, is that the worst you've ever seen though? And she was like, no. And I was like, yeah, take that. You know, I'm like, well, what's the worst you've ever seen? And she said -19. And I was like, ha ha, yeah, take that, sucker. And then she goes, -19 is your left eye. Anyway, I didn't see that coming. But another sign of my heart condition is scoliosis. So yeah, I have scoliosis. And I hated it as a kid. I hated it. My mom tried to make me feel better though. She's like, well, you know what? guys love curvy girls. I'm like, yeah, it's so curvy. Yeah, ooh, yeah, my lungs are collapsing. Oh, it's cool. I got over it. Well, no, I have it still. I got over it. Just like $1 million surgery, and I'm fixed. No, I'm not. But I was on TV once before, and that's exciting, but also terrifying. I just want to quick share. The last time I was on television, I completely forgot my jokes. Not kidding, forgot my jokes. 6 million people watching, totally blanked. I told my first joke fine, second joke fine, could not remember for the life of me. So here's what I did to get out of it. I just pretended to be a cat. Yep, I just went, I'm a cat! Meow, 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 until I remembered my joke. I know, I'm probably thinking, wow, that sucked, I'm sorry, your set was so bad. No, it worked. I had a great set. They thought it was part of my act. I made it, right? It was great. I can't believe it. But now what's great is like, I have this amazing motivational life technique I've been sharing with the world. Like I go around and talk to schools to teach kids this great technique. It's called Be a Cat. So let's say you're driving home tonight and you get pulled over by the cops. Like, wait, how fast are we going? Where are you going? You're just like, I'm a cat. Meow, 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 meow. And then drive away. Get arrested later. You know, it does work. I've tried it. But, you know, it's cool to be weird. I wasn't always weird. Just kidding. Yes, I was. I do want to share a time when I was the weirdest in my entire life. Well, the first time I was weird was when I went off to college. Because I was like, I'm free. So I just want to share what I did. My first week of college, I was so excited to be on my own. I was like, my mom can't tell me what to do anymore. I decided to dress up like a car and park on a parking meter for a half hour. So I got a cardboard box and I put like 2 little cups for like headlights, and I made like a license plate, and then I had like a frisbee for a steering wheel, and I used a seat belt. Like I had like a belt and made it my seat belt, and I just like ran around with this little car. So I'm leaving my dorm room, like my roommate's like, well, what's going on? You're crazy. And we're both like walking to class, and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm a car, honk, honk. And I just ran down the street. She did leave me in a couple months. She left. I was alone for the second half of the semester. Who cares? Moving on. Life's great. So I get to like Main Street, and I find a parking spot. You know, I pull up, and I'm like, okay, sweet. I'm nervous, right? Because like I've never parallel parked. And so I see the spot, right? I turn on my blinker, and then I back up and in, and I'm like, oh man, you know, because like everyone's watching, right? You know? Oh man, I get into the spot, I take the car off, go in, put my quarter, a whole half hour back then, get back in my car, and I just stand there, and I'm like, okay, this is great, this is going good. I didn't know what was going to happen. I did not anticipate a crowd gathering. So I'm in my car, and like people are like asking me questions like what are you doing? You know? And someone was like, what are you protesting? I was like, and then later, I didn't think of this at the time, but I was like, cardboard? Okay. But I'm in the car, and then eventually a guy comes up to me, and he starts talking to me, and I'm like, and he goes, can I bum a smoke? And I'm like, and he's like, can I bum a smoke? I go, what was that? And he's like, can I bum a smoke? I'm like, sorry, they're in my other car. Right? And then I like roll up the window because crazy. And then I had I just kept staying there. People kind of gathered, people brought chairs if we're sitting. Then at about I had 8 minutes left. And I'm in my spot, right? Just kind of chilling. And all of a sudden this giant red pickup truck starts backing towards me. Yeah, I'm freaking out. I'm in my car. I'm like, no, this is my spot. No. right? He's just coming at me, I'm like, ah! Because like I didn't have insurance. So, I'm like, I can't get into an accident. It's just getting closer, but like I was frozen. I didn't know what to do. I'm just in my car, like, oh no. And then people are just like shouting things, and then the guy in the car starts shouting at me, and he's just like, what's going on? What is she doing? Come on, get out of the way. He's like honking his horn, I'm honking my horn. And he just like keeps just yelling, and he just starts, and I'm like panicking, like I'm almost in like tears because I'm just so scared because I don't know what to do. And he's just like, what is she doing? What is she doing? And then the entire crowd, I'm not even kidding, they just go, she's a car! And he drove away. And we were like, we did it! Like people were hugging and like high-fiving, and it was so weird. And then my time ran out, and I turned on my blinker and merged into traffic, and was never seen or heard from again. But yeah, so maybe that was my weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. Man, at the time I was like, this is not happening! Okay. Oh my god, I know, it's not dirty enough. Wieners! Okay. Little inside joke for the one person who's going to watch half of this. Whenever people come and visit in town, I like to brag about, like, I'm an Angelino, yeah, let's do all the cool stuff. Like last time someone was visiting, they wanted to go to like a cool restaurant, local restaurant. I was like, let's go to In-N-Out. And I was like, yeah, let's go. And I took them there, and you guys know they have like a secret menu, right? And they have like a secret item on the menu. Do you guys know what that is? The secret menu item? Mm-hmm. So, Alex, do you know the secret menu item?
Animal style?
Animal style! Yeah, I knew it! Yeah, that's the secret menu item. I could not remember the secret menu item when we were going through the drive-thru, and I wanted to impress my friends. So when we get up there, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm bragging about the secret menu. I'm like, oh, they got this great secret menu. And we pull up, and I'm just like, yeah, order unicorn style. And so they ordered unicorn style, and the guy didn't miss a beat. He was like, okay. And I'm like, holy crap, it worked. And then we get to we drive up to the window, and we get our food, and it's just a burger with a French fry jammed into the top. Holy crap, this place is amazing. So yeah, if you want unicorn style, the one in North Hollywood does it. Just that one, super secret. Okay, so I have a story I like to tell, but I don't have time to tell it tonight, but I kind of want to tell a story about that story. Okay, so my dad passed away maybe 7 years ago. I don't know. Yeah, 7 years ago, and 2 months and 3 days. But no, my dad passed away, and I've started to talk about it on stage a little bit, and I have a story I tell, and I was telling it recently, and I couldn't get through the story. Like I was on stage, and it was just too hard for me to tell it, and I started getting emotional and started tearing up. And this is something that actually happened. Someone in the audience. As I was just I was kind of just nervous. Someone in the audience just shouted out. They just shouted out, "Your dad's proud of you." I know, right? And I lost it. I was just crying on stage. I was like, I did not know he was proud of me. Now I know, right? And then I was just like, that is the best heckle in the entire world, right? Normally you hate heckles, but I was like, I need to start just doing that. Just going to shows, and anytime there's any silence, just go, your dad's proud of you. And seriously, it made me feel so good. Oh man, that's something, that's my new job now. You can hire me to go to comedy shows, and I'll just make everyone feel great. But yeah, that's that. I'm starting to think kids aren't as smart as they could be these days. I have a cousin, and she's 13, and she didn't know who John F. Kennedy was. Right? That's not allowed. Okay? Here's how I found out she didn't know who John F. Kennedy was. I like to post things on Facebook. Sometimes I'll post a joke. Other times I'll post an inspirational quote. And the other day I posted an inspirational quote by John F. Kennedy, and my cousin replied, "That's not funny." Like, yeah, I know. But apparently, she thought JFK meant just fucking kidding. So in her head, she read, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." Just fucking kidding. Not cool. But do any of you guys hang blankets on your windows for curtains? Right, yeah, it's totally cool to hang blankets on your windows for curtains. No one cares, right? But when I start using curtains as blankets, everyone freaks out. My mom's like, "What are you doing with the Venetian blinds?" And I'm like, "Shh." Taking a nap. Shh. Shh. Meow, 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 meow. Oh man. I love texting. Do any of you guys like texting? It's so much fun! But like a typo can just ruin everything. I was texting my boyfriend and I wanted to say something cute. I wanted to be like, kiss, 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 kiss. But what I accidentally sent was kids, 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 kids. I know, super awkward. He's like, "What's on your mind?" And I'm like, "JFK." But no, he's not my boyfriend anymore. Because we're married! I'm so excited to be married. I'll tell you the story of how I met my husband. When we met, well, we were strangers at the time, because that's how meeting people is. So I had performed a stand-up comedy show, and this man comes up to me after the show and asks if I would like to be on his podcast. I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah, that sounds fun." So the next day I went over to this strange man's house. I went into his basement, and we recorded a podcast. Great, cool, fun. I find out a couple weeks later that he did not have a podcast. He made it up just to have a reason to hang out with me. I know. Isn't that so romantic? I know, the ladies are like, "That is so creepy." And the guys are like, "That is such a good idea." I know, you should try it. I mean, it worked for me. But no, we're married now. Everything worked out. We got married at a comedy club. At the same comedy club we met, actually. Cool. And it was really fun. So it was at a comedy club. We gave out stuffed animals. It was a unicorn-themed wedding, a Ninja Turtle-themed wedding. We read quotes from Harry Potter during the service. I know my mom was crying for very different reasons. I know, she was like, "I paid for this?" Yep. She's like, "Who's Dumbledore?" "He's my god." But I wanted to be a cool wife after I got married. I was like, "I want to be a cool wife." Like this, with one hand on the hip. So I took my husband to Hooters. True story, I took him to Hooters, and I was like, "Take a look around. You'll never have any of that again." And then I asked him, I was like, "Do you think I could work at Hooters?" And he was like, "You could be a manager." Yeah. I know, it's like weird to be bummed about like an immediate promotion. But I don't want responsibility, I want boobs. I know, I wish I had big boobs. I mean, okay, I have big hands, but big hands don't mean big boobs. I wish it did. Look how many I could hold. They're so scary. I do have big hands. Another sign of my heart condition of Marfan syndrome is it makes you tall and also gives you really big hands. And people like to look at my hands, so I'll just let you look at them now. I know. Whoa, look at that. That was me whistling. Yeah, they're pretty big. You think that's crazy though? Look how big my peace sign is. It's weird having big hands though, because like guys don't like girls with big hands. You know, they're like, oh man, you make my finger look small. You know, it's just like, you know? And for some guys it's like, I did a double on accident. What if this is how I gave hand jobs? Like the claw game. Oh, sorry. Try again tomorrow. You know, just like collect dollars. Yes, let's play again. It got weird. Oh no, that's fun. Oh, good. I love the Bible for this joke. I do. I love it. My favorite story in the Bible is probably Noah's Ark, right? That's kind of a cool story. But I realized if that was me, like if I was Noah, I would have done it differently. Like if God gave me the power to like summon animals, like I wouldn't have done what Noah did, right? I would have been like, bring me all the beavers! We're building a dam! I know, that joke starts off, you don't know where it's going. But then, church joke. I know, but I love Twitter. It's so fun. My favorite part about Twitter is that you can put your friends in lists, right? And you can call the list whatever you want. So I made a list called people who might have herpes. And I put a bunch of people in it, right? It's great because it shows up on their pages. Yeah. And you can't get rid of it. So I fly a lot, and I recently flew somewhere. It doesn't matter, but I love flying. Do you guys like flying? Does anyone like talking to people on planes? Yeah, me too. That's why I always pick the middle seat. Two friends! It's just me. But yeah, no, it's cool. I have some pickup lines I want to share with you guys. Okay, I have 2 pickup lines. Here's one that you can use on girls who have scoliosis. Yeah. It goes like this. You go, hey, you look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I want to take you home and bend you over even more than you already are. I'm curvy. I have another pickup line that I actually overheard someone use this pickup line, and it's awful, and I'm just going to share it with you and then explain why it's awful. This guy was like, you know what women to me? You know, women are like blackjack. I'd hit that. I'm like, oh right, because if you think about it, if you know blackjack, that means that he would only hit it if it's under 17. Right? I probably should have told him. I'll figure it out. Okay. You know how when you think you should say something and then you don't, and you're like, good, I'm glad. I'm gotta censor. I call my mom a lot. It's important to call your mom a lot. My mom loves calling me a lot too. And she likes to ask what I have for breakfast. She asks every day, what'd you have for breakfast? I hate that question. And so she called me today and she's like, hey, what'd you have for breakfast? And I was like, fruit. She's like, oh, good. And then I whispered, roll-ups. I know, she's silly. But But I went to the casino recently, and there was a guy there, and he only had one arm. I was like, whoa, you only have one arm? That's so cool, one arm. It was great. We hung out all day. It was awesome. Then he started complaining. He was like, I can't believe they let people smoke here. I can't believe they let people smoke in casinos. And I was like, dude, you only have one arm. You can't complain about the effects of secondhand. Clap if you're offended. That's what I thought. So I saw a study recently that said that people who don't use Facebook are happier, right? But like, how are they gonna brag about it? That's really cool. I used to work at Walmart, which was pretty cool. I love Walmart, but I always hate when the customers would ask me questions. You know, like I had a customer one time, she was like, do you know if you have any maple syrup here that's not shaped like an aunt? Like, I had no idea. So we went over to the aisle to investigate, because obviously this is a job for two people. You know, we get there, we're looking in the aisle, and I'm like, oh, you're right, they're all shaped like aunts, crazy. And she goes, what about in the back of the store? Do you have anything in back? Oh, right, the back of the store, where we keep all the good shit. Yeah, the stuff we don't want to sell. Yeah, I let you back there, but we only let the rich and the famous shop back there. It really is a magical place. Pretty much looks like a Target. Things ain't wrong. I don't like to get political, but I have one political joke. Okay. Oh, here we go. And no one is asking for it, but here we go. I know my hands are getting ready to like build a wall around my heart. No, I genuinely hope. I was hoping like during the election, like I want our next president to be Mexican, just so we can call the White House Casablanca. And that's as political as I get. Which is fun. I love like the holidays. Do you guys like the holiday time? Do you guys like Santa Claus? I don't like Santa Claus, but I'm mad at him. I'm so mad at Santa because he's mean to penguins. Did you know that? Yeah, I love penguins, right? Penguins are hanging out with Santa Claus all year round. I don't know if you know this, but it's a penguin's dream to fly. And Santa has the magical ability to make animals fly to guide his sleigh. And he completely ignores the penguins. They're like, we want to fly, we want to fly. And he's like, you'll never fly. The penguins are up in arms. They're like, we're up in arms. But like, they can't show it. Right? So I told that joke a couple of weeks ago. And a guy came up to me after the show and was like, just so you know, penguins don't live in the North Pole. And I'm like, yeah, either does Santa. Thank you guys so much. I'm in here.